from Joseph Campbell and his book The Hero with a Thousand Faces, who described a pattern in mythology. Joseph Campbell was a comparative religious scholar, and he looked at mythologies from around the world, cultures around the world, and found that most of them talked in one way or another about the hero's journey. And he even describes the narratives of Buddha and Moses and Christ in these terms as the hero's journey. So basically the hero's journey is breaks down into sort of three parts, and within those three parts there are 17 sort of stages. The first part is the departure or separation. This is where the hero is involved in the ordinary world and gets the call to go on an adventure. And if it's a superhero, this may be where, if it's the origin story of how the superhero got his powers, this may be the beginning of them getting their powers. In this part, the hero's reluctant to follow the call, but often is helped by a mentor figure. So you can think of, certainly famously, in Star Wars, you have Luke Skywalker being helped by Obi-Wan Kenobi and by Yoda. Often the superhero doesn't have to have a mentor, but sort of has to figure things out by him or herself. But sometimes they have a mentor figure. So that's the departure section. And then the initiation begins. So the hero begins to cross a threshold into an unknown or supernatural world where he faces tasks or trials that he has to deal with alone or with the assistance of helpers. So you can certainly see superheroes battling, bizarre, strange enemies from either from outer space or like wacky villains who have nefarious kinds of plans for the world, and so the hero begins to find that he has the ability to stand up to these villains. And during this initiation process, the hero eventually reaches the cave, and it's an inner cave, so it's usually something within, a crisis within, and an ordeal that he must overcome in order to keep going forward. On his hero's journey. So you can see already in many of the popular superhero movies, if you've seen any of them, you can see that playing itself out very strongly in those movies, and I believe that's why we resonate to it. I think there are times when we feel kind of helpless and we're looking for a hero to save us. But these movies tend to be more about the hero within. We tend to relate to the hero as if he or she were us, and we're the hero, and what are we going to do now? Kind of thing. So as our Memorial Day and our summer begins and these blockbusters come to call, you can take a pause and think about what stories they're actually telling and what it reveals about us. And we'll talk more about it another time.